You know, they're like, ah, you know, like they really put their back into it.
The big hug. The big hug. The Christian...
DK knows, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. He
DK's
leans
like,
down.
oh, yeah,
he leans
man.
down both arms. He can grab crouching puff during all frames of the animation. Very
oh, okay. Here we go. Yoshi's story. For first match. What is this?
So on Yoshi's, Samus is not going to have a lot of ability to get away and get her missiles out, which is one of the few ways she has to lock down Falcon's movement. But in this matchup in general, you don't see Samus throwing out a bunch of missiles because obviously that's a huge commitment. Just even though you can auto-cancel it, just rooting yourself in the ground in one place is enough to give Falcon too much damage.
I mean, he's so fast. There's so many startup frames, and he can nair through the missiles. It's usually just a bad use. So Samus usually plays it more.
And honestly, the fact that Samus has such a poor grab means that run-up shield in this matchup is even more powerful than it normally would be for Falcon.
Oh, yeah,
He doesn't really have to worry about the threat of getting grabbed unless Samus is a pretty hard root.
Yeah, I always view this as a particularly struggle matchup for Samus. It's like this and Sheik.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's going to be getting your percent, getting them out of crouch cancel percent until you can get your meaty scoop. I mean, you're not going to have you're going to have to make a platform tech chase read most of the time to actually have a legitimate combo on Captain Falcon. So it's going to be a lot of boxing, you know?
Yeah, I feel like you see it here, like Spurs. I see him good movement, and he's trying for good things, but he's just like barely missing Sandy a lot, and it's just like this thing where Falcon has this ability to just dance right outside of Samus's range constantly. It doesn't feel a lot of times like Samus can do a whole lot about it, except just like Hail Mary dash attack sometimes, you know?
Get the turbo shoulder out there. I understand.
Windmill of Fury for...
oh, yeah. Well, you got to do it in both directions for it to be the windmill.
That's true.
Technically, I don't mean to break out the Smash history on you again, but...
No, I agree. I wanted to introduce the newer members of our community to this older meme in a
in a controlled environment.
Exactly.
Yes, I understand. So we're going to bring that back later. Everyone take notes. Windmill of Fury. Ooh, Sandy heating up a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, Spurs is definitely missing his SDI outs on some of these up airs, and he could also get some slide offs just where Sandy is clipping him, usually in center stage.
Oh my God, Falcon's bear is so hard to deal with sometimes.
Oh yeah. Well, Samus's recovery is just really laborious, even though it's like, you know, very non-linear and really aids her survivability. It takes a long time. When you have a character as fast as Captain Falcon and you're very confident in the way you should do your edge guarding, it's just really hard to get in. Nice platform movement, but that's the fourth or fifth time he's been clipped by that aerial up B out of shield. Or, you know, just the up B.
For the up B. And he just gets a knee.
All right, fair enough.
That back air knee that he got in that second to last stock.
Crispy. Yeah. Very crispy. Sandy's grounded movement is super sick. Like, the ability to do empty pivots and, like, just the slight timing mix-up that offers you versus a shield turn or just a dash dance in place wave dash. Getting your pivots and your crouches to stop your run as Captain Falcon is super important because your wave dash is good as a spacing and adjusting tool, you know, in the micro-spacing game.
Yeah.
Being able to stop your dash with something low commitment like a crouch that could also potentially get you a crouch cancel punish against Samus, who's throwing out stuff like ab tilt, jab, and neutral a lot. Very powerful, so having a great command of your grounded movement very important in this matchup.
Very good start here from the Spur. Can you get the edge guard? Oh.
Nice. Good mix-up. And then the turbo shoulder was right there in case he flipped his legs the other way. So not bad. Not bad. Ooh, run-off missile. Nice. Avoiding the jump squat.
I don't know what Falcon's problem is. Like, there are times where he should just not stick out his limbs and other times where he should just stick them out a little harder, you know? Like, Falcon, don't do the flip.
Why are you doing the flip at the end of the
Just don't flip. Why you got to show off?
And why do you jump the other way when you grab them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should turn them around and shoot them away, and then you jump towards stage.
Just do your Superman thing and snap the ledge. Don't flip, man. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, no, when he does the side B, he's finishing what he starts. You know what I mean?
True.
I'm not going to let grabbing the ledge interrupt me from my side B.
Exactly.
No thanks.
But then when he grabs, he's like, nah, I don't really need to extend myself out of this one.
You know, I can kind of just chicken wing it.
But if he, like, when he grabbed, he did, like, a couple of flips, you know? Like, he's like, let me flip into this grab and really reach
just
into
unnecessary? That'd be cool. A little Diddy Kong-esque, but...
it's always kind of a little amusing to see Falcon get that up tilt on Samus. It looked like very Samus-esque.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a comical matchup in that way because they have actually very similar animations on a lot of their moves.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Turbo Shoulder is actually the official name for Captain Falcon's dash attack. I don't know what Samus is. It's probably something
How official are we talking here? Like
Prima official strategy guide, okay?
Yeah, but are the Prima guides, like, do they have the actual...
No, I don't think they have the through line to, you know, Sakurai.
Yeah, like,
hey, did you want to name Dr. Mario's back air DM dropkick? Did you want to dropkick MD? Did you want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, really, what is the canon status there? I need to know.
I don't know, but I really doubt Masahiro Sakurai was in his office and approved, like, you know what? Ganondorf's down throw? The dirt nap. We're going to call it the dirt nap. But I always just like saying, bust out the turbo shoulder. Oh, but you know, if you're going to see that crouch come out in neutral, or just, you know, even a preemptive down smash, take your opportunity to punish. Nice ledge movement there.
Yeah, I think it's tough for Samus in this matchup because there are a lot of times where she's going to want to stand still and get that crouch cancel ready. But if Falcon just goes for the knee or the down air,
or the grab, run up grab,
or the grab, yeah, as someone who like, oh my gosh,
wow,
it almost looked like Nair was about to come out.
Yeah,
maybe.
Spurs actually had that at the start, but
yeah,
Sandy's punish game just kind of went off. But